Sawadee Kap, Bruno.
I'm here now. It was a little bit difficult to be here, but
yes, finally. Bruno, welcome to Number 20 Talk Show with Mario. It's getting more and more exciting every episode. I am excited as well, like millions of Manchester United fans in Thailand.
Okay, thank you for inviting.
I would like, of course, to thank you. It's pleasure, and it's another level. We will talk about your career today. You will share with us some moments. You were born in Maia in Porto, and just tell us a little bit about your beginning, how everything started for Bruno, and also for me very interesting is that after you moved to Italian football, you didn't play Portuguese league, first division. Just tell us a little bit about your beginning, because people know you from Sporting and who follow it Serie A before, but just tell us how everything started for you.
So I started to play football really young. Like you said, I never played in the first league in Portugal before Sporting, before going in Serie A and come back to Portugal. I was most part of the time, and all my beginning was in Boa Vista. I never had the chance to play for Boa Vista in the first team. Was for me one of the worst parts in my career, in this short career I have. But I will really like to play for Boa Vista because it's a club I really like it, and is the club I support when I'm younger. So for me it's disappointing not playing for the first team there. But after I have the chance to go to Italy, to Novara, second league, when I signed to them, they are in the first league in Serie A. But when I joined them, they are already in second league. So I start playing with the Primavera team, like under 23. I played just a few games with them, and I go up with the coach was in the under 23. They send the coach out for the first team. He joined the first team, and I joined with him. I have my first game with him. After 3 games, I think he goes back to the second team again, and I remain there training with the first team, waiting for my chance, and playing sometimes for the second team when I don't play for the first. But after January, I just start playing, and I never stop playing for the first team until I go to Udinese for the Serie A.
Yes, but do you think that this helped you to be better player? Because the fans, they don't know how much Italian football is difficult to play. The league, the tactic. In Thailand, the Premier League is the most popular, but we all know that we have example like Cristiano Ronaldo. He played in Primera Division and he scored like 40, 50, 60 goals. But in Serie A, it's impossible because the league is so strong, and especially tactically. How much this helped Bruno to become today one of the best midfielders in the world? Can you just tell us, Udinese, Sampdoria? I remember, to be honest with you, I remember you from the time in Sampdoria you play. You were number 10, my favorite number, and this is the moment. You are younger than me, but this is the moment that I recognize the talent that you have, and of course, the rest is history.
Yeah, I think in Italy everyone knows the tactical part is really important for them. I think sometimes we talk in Portugal about Italy and always say they are the master class you can have in this kind of situations, tactics. And for me it was really important because in Portugal I don't play for a first team in that moment, and I don't know at that time how they work, but for sure for me it was really important because I came from a country with really good technically, and I think most part of the Portuguese players are recognized because they are good, they have a good talent and everything. And I think for me, going to Italy and playing with them was the point I need to be a better player, you know, not just a good player, but better than this. I think I put together the qualities, the technical qualities, with the tactical parts, and this must be, I think, for all the players, must be the important situation to be a better player. You know, when you understand better
like
the game.
Complete. Sorry, like
Yeah,
complete.
to be complete. Yeah, to understand where you need when you need to stay on the pitch in that situation and different situation, when you attack, when you defend, when you play like a midfielder, when you play like a number 10, and you learn a lot, because I think to learn, Italy was the perfect country to go.
Okay, just one more thing about Italian football. Genoa Sampdoria, explain this derby. Share with the people.
For me,
no?
the atmosphere is unbelievable. It's really, really nice. It's one of the best, I think, in Europe. Nobody knows because it's not two big teams, we can say. But in Italy, they live this a lot. They have a lot of supporters. Of course, I will say Sampdoria have better supporters than Genoa, but it's normal because I play for them. But I think, like you said before, Sampdoria was the point I show more than me, you know. Like I play very well at Udinese. I did a lot of games, but at Sampdoria I play a different football with a different coach, with the different players. But also for me, the coach, you know, he has an idea of playing with the ball really nice for me, you know. He likes ball between the lines and everything. And for me, playing number 10 is the most important when a coach wants to play inside and not outside. Because normally when you have faster wingers, every coach wants to go outside to give them the chance to go 1-against-1 and everything. And with that coach, I have the space to go between the lines and having more the ball. With two strikers on my back was Muriel, Quagliarella, and Patrick Schick at that time. And if you look at now, Muriel is in Atalanta. I think he does much better, but he was for me one of the best talents I play. And you have Patrick Schick on Leipzig, doing very well. After his injury, he returned very, very good. And you have Quagliarella, who wants everything in Italy with Juve. Yeah, a really great player. Finishing is amazing. And but like you said, Genova Sampdoria derby is one of the best games I ever played. The atmosphere, you know, you have, like they say, Gradinata Sud and Gradinata Nord. Is unbelievable. Also, I play the first derby I play. I have a friend with me there in Italy, and he's a good fan of football and a good fan of supporters. You know, that things. He was impressed about the atmosphere, the things they do on the tribune, they do in the Gradinata. You know, you watch the game and they film everything, because before the game they have fire on. They put fires, they put everything. They do choreographies. Like it was unbelievable, really beautiful. For me, after the game I play with Sporting against Benfica was one of the derbies I played. One of the best I play.
Yeah, but if you speak what's come in my mind immediately when you say like Genoa Sampdoria, it's like Boca River, something like this. You know, the atmosphere, the stadium is different, of course, but it's crazy. And many times I prefer to watch this derby than even some biggest derbies like Barca Real. It's more exciting, you know, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's exciting. Is more exciting the atmosphere. You know, they create an atmosphere outside of the game. Who does on the game? You go. You feel that inside. You know, I'm that kind of players who like to have an atmosphere, a big atmosphere outside to push you. You know, I like that, because when I was young, I preferred to watch the games on the supporters that guys were shouting every time and sing all the songs and everything, because they're, you know, it's not they are more supporters than the others, you know, but it's good to be there and feel the game and push to your players, you know, and everything. So I think it's really nice to watch the game with the supporters, with I don't know how you call in England, but with the groups of the supporters who sing and everything, you know. I think the atmosphere at Sampdoria and Genova was fantastic, really nice.
Okay, let's move to Sporting, you know, story. On the end, it's the best move you made. The best move you made. Come back home, let's say. You play again, for me, one of the most favorite teams in Portuguese league. I love, you know, I love the jersey, the style, so many legends, you know, and the way they play. Okay, Porto and Benfica, they did also in last 10, 15 years, you know, so many good things. But Sporting always, not only because of Cristiano and so many players, but was so special. You scored so many goals. You broke the record, 33, like midfielder in all competitions. Lampard was the best one. And how much changed your life, this move? Go back home, finally, you know, you moved to Italy, you're trying to find the way to success, and then you go back and you did it, finally. Dream come true.
Was a dream come true, you know, when you go back to your country and play for one of the biggest club you have. Can show to your country how good you are and how good you can do is really nice and push you to give more and more. And you know, after 3 months I was in Sporting, I have the first call in the national team, in the first national team, the senior one, and that was the push I need, you know. Sporting was really important for me and for my career, to give that jump I need to. Not like, it's not like Sampdoria or Udinese are worse clubs than Sporting, but when you go to a club, the obligation is winning, you know. Your mind needs to change. So
you won as well.
You need to improve more, you know. You need to be focused 3 days on 3 days, you know, because in the first year I played Champions League, second year Europe League, third year again Europe League, you know, and you have all the time this a lot of games to play, and it's really nice. And Portugal for me in Sporting was the special moment I have until now, because I won something there. Not too much, because I think Sporting have more qualities and they have more capacity to win more trophies. But I think the years I passed there was the most important years to be the player I am now, you know, because I don't know, I feel a different confidence. The supporters from the first day, I remember we go to Switzerland, and was one supporter in the first friendly match. We go to play in Switzerland against Fenerbahce, if I'm not mistaken. And some supporting shouting something like, "Bruno, we pay 8 million for you. It's better if you show you value something or you go again to Italy," you know. And that words, they remind on my mind, like I really need to show, because in Portugal at that moment 8 million for a player. And for a Portuguese player, because it's not normal in Portugal, you buy a player from Italy or somewhere else for this amount. And I start to think I really need to do something, because if not, the supporters will kill me for sure. And so I start playing, and that game I play really well, you know. And the end of the game, at the same side of the stadium, I listen something like. Maybe I think we don't pay too much for you, you know. Yes. And that kind of support I receive from the first day. Also the shoutings, maybe the bad shoutings sometimes, are really good for me, you know, because I need to improve more. I need to give more. I need to be better, because in Portugal, you know, when you are Portuguese, is normal. If I come to England, the newspaper talk bad to me, but maybe I didn't see, because I'm not from here. I don't go to read the newspaper and everything. But in Portugal, it's impossible. You are from there. I play at Sampdoria in Udinese, and every day, normally, I go to watch the newspaper, the news, and everything to know how is your country and how is the football in your country and everything. So when you go back, you will learn. You will see everything, because also your friends will send you. You saw what these guys say about you. You saw what these newspapers write about you. You know, and maybe the people doesn't know, but for us, some players needs to be pushed in the bad way, and others maybe don't need to see this shit. You know, they need to just focus on the game. And if they know if someone talk bad about them, they will start maybe be afraid and everything. You know, I'm not that kind. I'm the kind of players who, when someone says something bad of me, he doesn't pass the good ball, he doesn't do a good shot, in the next game I will do 10 good passes and 10 good shots, just to show, look at, I can do, and I will do better.
This is why you're on top. Okay, look, now so many things on my mind. We can connect national team, you know, we can, but for me, you own the league, you know. If in English, maybe in my language, I can explain better, but you own the league, you know. You did so many good things in Portugal, and was, of course, the moment to move again. And then what is interesting, you know, can you maybe tell us, I know that have million clubs, you know, waiting to sign you, you know, trying to sign you. Do you maybe you can share with us some moment that, do you know, with Manchester United, okay, with Man U, but have also many stories. Which club was the close, you know, with them to sign you? Do you know? Maybe you can tell us some story or not?
The first club was close to sign me was Tottenham.
Yeah.
But
with Jose at that time, or
Pochettino? No, with Pochettino.
Pochettino, yes.
But I don't know. Maybe they think the amount Sporting asking about me was too much.
Yes.
They decide to move to also Sporting at that moment. They don't want to sell me, because Tottenham was in the summer, and Manchester was in January. I don't know if in January maybe Tottenham did some purpose or not, but you know, until January, I know when I know Manchester was interested in me, I just want to talk with Manchester, because was my dream team in England. So I'm happy, you know. I'm happy because I have the chance to come to the team. I always look like a dream, you know.
Yes.
But that at that time Tottenham was the team was more close to me. Was other teams from France, one team for Spanish League. But I think
Premier League is Premier League, to be honest.
Yeah, for me, you know, when I talk the first time, I know the clubs are interested in me, because Manchester also talk in the summer, but was like not like we really want him.
The right moment. Yes.
Yeah, you know, but in January, Manchester comes and say, we need you, we want you, and you need to come, because I think for me was the best chance I have to move, the best club I can have to move, and the best moment I can have, you know. Was everything in the right moment, I think, because not because Sporting was not good enough for me, because I think no club, no players are too much better to play for some club, you know. I think the clubs must to be in first place. So in the summer I was disappointing, because I think I did great things in the last year. I scored, like you said, I beat the record and everything, and I think now is the moment to go, you know. And I was a little bit disappointed, but after this, I understand the part of Sporting when they say, look at Bruno, I think the clubs are not paying the right amount to you, so you will stay. For now, you will stay. Okay, at the moment was a little bit difficult, but after one day, my mind was already focused on playing, and because for real, I'm really in love for the game. You know, I'm really love for the for football.
We can see
Yeah, for me, football is everything. You know, if in Portugal sometimes I speak with my family and everything, they say, you see about politics and everything, and I say no, I don't see nothing. I don't. For example, the newspaper I read is just about football, about sport. You know, I don't read about if the country is some problems in the country with the politician and everything. No, I just want to know what's happened with football, with my friends who play in Portugal, with what's happened with sporting now and everything. For me, that is the important point because it's my life. My life is about football and nothing more. Yeah, I'm always in at home, and if I now I'm really happy because today starts the league, and 7 o'clock from UK we have the first game will be, I think, Portimonense will be sent. I will watch. It's not a big game, you know, but I will watch because I love football. And my wife also said when I was at home and Saturdays, some Sundays or Saturdays, I just turn on the TV from the 2 p.m. and I start watching Premier League because the Premier League normally plays early. I start to watch the Premier League. After come a Spanish game, after come the Portuguese league, and after sometimes I watch some games because in Portugal, you know, we don't have a lot of big teams and a lot of. Sometimes you have games are not for the people, are not good enough to see. But I watch like this for maybe for a lot of people. If the reality was normal, not a lot of people will look Portimonense Gil Vicente, but I will look. You know, I look all the games we have in Portugal because
Bruno,
I
now
really.
we will make one deal. Sorry, we will make one deal because you like football. You must watch SCG Muntong United and Buriram. This is the biggest game in Thailand. It's unbelievable. Also, you know, it's huge. I will send you the link one day. Why not? Just to see, you know, some minutes.
No, send me.
It's really big, and believe me, football is growing here so much, and we have also good foreigners, you know, from Portugal, from everywhere, you know.
For me,
really
football is football. You know, you can enjoy all the leagues, all the leagues. You just need to love real football because if you love, you can learn from every country, every player. You know, doesn't matter because if you look, sometimes the people say how you can look that kind of games. Okay, why I don't look? Because some years ago I play games and most part of the people don't want to see. And now I play in one of the biggest club in the world and everyone wants to see Manchester United playing, you know. And maybe you have the opportunity to see some players growing up in that clubs, you know, some young players who are coming out and showing their football. And I think everyone must be football. Doesn't matter the clubs. Doesn't matter if you really like football. You need to watch because
this is mentality, definitely.
Yeah, because you will pass a good time, and more than this, you will learn something. You will learn from the mistakes they did, and you will learn from the goals they did. Because sometimes I watch in Portugal some leagues that you know you call Sunday leagues. The leagues are really low, and I watch goals from amazing goals, better than mine maybe sometimes. And you look at it and say, you see this guy playing fourth league in Portugal. How is possible? Look at the goal he scores, and maybe he's not good enough, but he scored a great goal, you know, and you can enjoy the football. And sometimes maybe you have some. How I can explain you have some friends there. You can have some players who, because for example in Portugal, some players who are really old like to play to finish the career in playing in low leagues, you know.
Yes.
And just for enjoy the football. And when you like the football, you need to enjoy in every league. Doesn't matter. I think the football is really exciting and is amazing. Is amazing sport. I really love tennis. I really love basket, futsal. I like all the sports. Every sport. When I was in the school, for me, of course, if the teacher can say today we will play football, better. But if you play volleyball or futsal or
Anything.
I don't know, other things, I will love the same because I love the sport. Of course, I love more football than the other sports, but I love to watch everything, you know.
Before we move to Manchester United, of course, you are big inspiration. This is actually why I'm doing this show, you know. We talk with the players because the players, the fans, they can see you like you are big, you're a superstar, but actually they don't know you. They don't know your story. This is the inspiration, like you said. Sometimes you start from lower leagues and then you become a superstar. You never know. We have million examples, you know. And Cristiano is one of them, you know. Messi, you know, the best two players maybe in history of the game. Okay, but let's move to Manchester United story. What is the dream? What is the feeling? You know, okay, your family, you are going there. For me as a fan from Manchester United since Nemanja Vidic, because Nemanja Vidic is Serbian guy. I mix Macedonia and Serbia, and I grew up watching Sir Alex Ferguson era, you know, and always they are missing this piece, and for me you are that piece, you know. They have Pogba, Matic, Juan Mata also. I saw his message, hello for Juan Mata, also amazing player, but they miss this piece, you know, in the puzzle, and for me you are this piece, and now they are complete to again push and to win the trophies. Can you just tell me the feeling, you know, when you arrive there? How big is, like you said, all your story, Serie B, you know, Sampdoria, go back to Sport, and then suddenly you are in the Premier League, in the one of the best clubs in the world.
You know, I will say the truth. I was scared, you know, because it was a dream come true, but you come for the big dream you can have, you know. For me, play in England for Manchester was the highest point in my career, of course, because you play in Premier League, you play for one of the best teams in the world. You know, when I received the call saying, Bruno, you have the chance to move to Manchester, I tell to my wife, I call my brother, I call my father, I call my mother and my sister, and I start crying, you know, but crying for happiness, because, you know, is the chance you have, is to this you fight all your life to be in the top club, in the top league, and here is the chance. You need to take with both hands, with all your power, and bring all your work and everything you did to be the player you are, the person you are, and to also to doing your family enjoy the guy you are and the player you are, and also to following the dream they know you follow, you know, because all my family, they know since the beginning I want to be a football player. Since I start to play, they know my big dream was being in the Premier League and play for Manchester United. My brother, at the time I was, like you said, the time of Sir Alex Ferguson was the time I grew up, and I watched also, because was there my love start to Manchester United, because, you know, Cristiano was coming here, but also for other players, you have players who play here, was amazing players. I can be here all day if I need to nominate everyone. And that time, my brother always was a Barca supporter, you know, because he loves Messi, and so we always fighting about Messi and Cristiano, you know. And I remember one time when we go to Switzerland to find my dad. My dad was in Switzerland some years ago to work, and we buy a jacket. I buy a jacket from Manchester United, and he's buying a jacket from Barcelona. And we have the jackets in Portugal. And so, you know, for me, this history, I talk with my uncle to see if he have the photos with the jacket, but he says he doesn't have. I will do now when I go back to Portugal with my brother. We will do again a photo, both with the jacket, you know. Will be interesting for me and for him. He knows was my dream to come here, and also him was really happy to know my brother is conquer a dream, because he wants to be a football player. He don't have the same luck as me, and maybe the same chances as me, but he's happy for me, you know. And like you said, when the opportunity to come to Manchester come to your hands, and you know you just need to sign a paper to go.
And that's
and
it.
you know,
Anything
I
else?
think I was lucky because everyone in Portugal and in Sporting, they understand my choice, you know, because they feel it was the moment to go. No, you know, I don't have like that reaction of some supporters saying, "Why you go? You are a shit. You are everything." You know.
Yes.
Also the supporters was amazing for me, but it's not surprised because the supporters of Sporting, they always have a good word for me, and everything. They was really important in my career, because like I said, I grew up too much in Sporting. I start to be an amazing player at Sporting, better, or I can say more recognized than I was first, you know, in the world, not just in Portugal, but in the world. And they give me the chance to come to this big club. And like I said, Sporting, all the fans are like pushing to me, like said, go, it's your time, it's your time. You deserve that. You're doing a lot. You give everything you can to us on the pitch, and you deserve this chance. You reserve this chance because you have a lot of qualities, and you need to show the world everything. I receive a lot of messages from everyone in Sporting saying good luck and everything. You really deserve this, and we hope you can do the best you can, and maybe some more years you can come back to Sporting again, you know. I really appreciate that, and was one of the points maybe to give me that push to start the league here, like I was here like a long time ago, because I have the support of my fans in Sporting, the supporters, you know, and I arrive here and I have also the support of the supporters of Manchester United. So I have two different countries pushing for me, you know. And was really nice. I think the fans they are really important to the players, you know, because are they pushing us to give better, to do better, or worse, you know, because sometimes the things don't go in the right way, and they push us, or they can push us down, you know, because sometimes they doesn't know, or they don't think, but they have this capacity in us, because we feel everything on the pitch and everything. And I think my arrival at Manchester was really important for both sides, Sporting and Manchester. They are like, Sporting said, is your moment, and Manchester is like, you are our new son, you know. Was really important for me, these two parts.
Okay, just to say, of course, hello for our brothers Nemanja Matic and Stefan Ristovski. They're with us. Bruno, I always ask the fans to send the questions, you know, and I choose 5 questions. You will answer quick. Batit Billy Boy, are you excited to play with Paul Pogba? Just short answers, you know.
Yeah, of course. I think Paul is one of the best players Manchester have in the world. He was injured for a lot of time, and I think have the opportunity to play side to side with him will be fantastic, because you want to play with the best players you can.
This one is very interesting for me also. Marocos, Rui Costa or Deco?
This is a difficult one for me.
Come on, give me Rui Costa or Deco. Maybe you can go with Rui Costa because it's pure Portuguese, huh?
No, for me it doesn't matter, you know. I will. There are different players, you know, but that magic they have, it's impossible to choose one. For me, it's really, really difficult. I can choose one, not because they are Portuguese, you know,
Yes.
but for me was one of the two players we have on number 10 in the last few years. And you can watch and feel the magic, you know. You feel every time the ball goes to that feet.
And watching.
Yeah, I grew up with them, you know, Euro 2004 in our home, everything. Yeah. And that Euro marks me because they play both. We start with Rui Costa, after Deco start to play, and after Rui Costa again, that goal against England, that amazing goal against England, you know. Is a difficult choice to me. I can't choose one.
Yes, let's move on. JB, when you hear Cristiano Ronaldo name, what first come on your mind?
Beast.
Okay. Easy enough. We know already everything.
Okay, perfect.
Top one. Champions League or Premier League with Manchester United?
Both.
Both, huh? Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think here in Manchester United you can dream with both.
Yes. And the last one is one of the biggest magazine in Thailand, Ari magazine. What is the inspiration for the style of your penalty kick? We all know how you shoot a penalty. Who inspired you? You know, how you...
My inspiration was a coach, like a third coach in Sampdoria. Because I start to shoot penalties in Udinese. I already shoot in the national team, also under 21. And at that moment, I have a way to shoot the penalties a different way to shoot. And was a coach. He's a technical coach, you know, like was there for help because he was playing from Sampdoria. He had a big injury, and Sampdoria take him to help them and also to give a job to him to stay there and help everyone and everything, to do the shots and the end of the training, to give the pass and everything, you know. His name is Lilo, and we shot penalties after the training normally. I was there with Quagliarella, you know. And he started to talk with me and said, look, why you don't change your idea? Maybe you can try this. Look, because for me, it will be difficult to the keeper and everything, you know. And I start training. Just okay, I will try, because at that moment Quagliarella shoot the penalties. So at Sampdoria I never shoot. After I come to Portugal, I was the second. Was Bas Dost first, and after me. In the second year, I already start to shoot because Bas Dost don't play a lot. And after that, I keep continuing to shoot everything.
It's nice.
But was
for many goals. It's
yeah.
You don't need to think,
what was him? You know, nobody knows because nobody asked me this. But it was not an inspiration, but was an advice from him. And I start doing. But sometimes I change. I never shoot in the same way for a long time, you know, because if we have maybe 2-3 penalties on a row, I will change because you know the keepers are videos now. I have everything, so they can exclude you. So sometimes I change just to confuse a little bit the keeper.
I need to ask you this question. Tell us your relationship with Cristiano, and actually, who is Cristiano? You know, just share with us some stories.
No, my relationship with Cristiano is a normal one. You know, we are not best friends, but we are a good. I think we have a really good relationship. He sent me a message some days ago just to ask me if I'm okay. How is the situation here in England? If we start training and everything, I just speak with him a few words. He's a really nice guy. You know, like I said, he's a beast. For me, he's the best player in the world. And the most complete player I ever seen. I think Cristiano is that kind of guy. You need to follow his advice. More than his advice, you need to follow how I can explain this. Everything he did, because he's a hard worker. He wants to be better and better every day. And I learned a lot from him. Not like the way he's shooting or the way he's passing, no, the way he works, you know, because every player is different, and you can be exactly the same like Cristiano, or exactly the same like Messi, but you can learn from them like how they do to be so good. You know, they have talent, of course, because it's impossible without talent doing something good. And you have also the defenders or the defensive midfields. They have a talent, is to defend, to do tackles, or to do something different. You know, and I think Cristiano, he was a talent player, and after, when he start to look, he needs to be more than a talent player. He start to be a beast, best player he can, because he works. And I think the most I can see and say about Cristiano is he works a lot to be where he is, and to have what he have. You know, because some people just think it's too easy to be there and just scoring the goals because you have some players assist you and everything, but it's really difficult doing what he did for many years continuing. You know, it's not like he did 1 year and maybe 1 year rest. No, for I think last 15 years he was on top.
Exactly. Bruno, let's finish in style. You know, I'm joking. Let's finish with, okay, you won the Nations League, UEFA Nations League. You know, you didn't. The fans expect more in World Cup. Now coming European Championship. Cristiano is, let's say, is not. I hope he will play until 45, but he is coming to the end. You know, maybe even in the national team. What is the dream with the national team? Just tell us a little bit about that, and then slowly we will finish
I think
our story.
Yeah, I think the dream is keep winning. You know, of course, it's really difficult because you saw too many countries with a lot of players, what are good players in the last. I think in the last 3-4 years, most part of the national team are bring a lot of young players. I think if I think just for one moment, Holland was one of that, France, Germany, you know, and I think also Portugal, because if we look to the team once the Nations League, we have a lot of young players. You know, I can remember maybe the final we played with Rui Patricio, of course, but I think Rui Patricio will play for much years because keeper can play for much years, but we have a lot of keepers playing. But if you go to look, playing, I think in the right side, we don't have problems for the next 15 years because we have Semedo, Ricardo Pereira, João Cancelo, Cedric, Diogo Dalot. We have another ones in Portugal. You know, I think problems will not be in right side. After in the center half, we have a lot of good center halves. I can say because in that Nations League, most part of the players are in the pitch are 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, like me, for example, Bernardo Silva. We have a lot of young players now, you know, and playing in good clubs, big leagues. Yes. So I think Portugal will be really competitive.
They are safe in next 5 to 10 years. For sure.
Yeah, I think we are safe, and also I think, of course, will be not the same playing without Cristiano, because everyone knows Cristiano in one moment can do winning a game. You know, of course, this is the reality. Will be like Argentina when they lose Messi. It's the same, you know. You can't say with Cristiano we will be stronger. It's not true, because you know, when you have the best player in the world, you will be better for sure. But I think we have a lot of quality players who can maybe as a team doing a lot.
Bruno, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I say one more time that you're such a humble guy, normal guy, you know, easy guy. And I'm glad people can see, you know, that football is not only because the fans, they don't know exactly. They think you are superstar, and, you know, some players, they're arrogant, but maybe if you know someone better, it's not like this. I wish you all the best in Manchester United. Of course, you start amazing. Now this virus stopped a little bit, but I know you will continue to doing your job. With national team also try to win again European Championship. And that's it. Hope really to see you in Thailand. I have this opportunity. I need to say this, because many people are watching also today live. I played 2013 when David Moyes became, after Sir Alex Ferguson, manager, and we played in the Raja Mangala Stadium, 60,000 people, I think, and all 60,000 wear Manchester United jersey, and I played for Thai League All-Star. And we won 1-0. This was the first game for David Moyes. We won 1-0, and my brother Lee saw score winning goal. And then after that, of course, he didn't stay long because, we won this game. Probably this is why he left, Manu. But this is some memory, and I know
he was unlucky.
Yes. And I know in the future you will come for sure in Thailand, because they always have some tour in Asia. And one more time, thank you so much. Regards for your beautiful family. And I don't know what to say anymore. Just for the end, just because you inspire a lot of kids, just maybe some message for the fans, and that's all. And of course, Sawadee Cup for all Muntong United fans and all fans in Thailand. Just last word for the fans.
No, my words is just to keep watching the football, keep for the kids, keep dreaming, never stop dreaming. I think in this period is a really tough period because of coronavirus, but already we have the chance. On 20th of June, you have the chance to see a big game, Tottenham Manchester United. I think the fans will be happy, and so I think everyone and everything will be back in reality, normal life. And I hope soon we can have people on the stadium, and soon we can fly to playing again this game, and maybe this time Manchester won.
Yes. For sure, this is for sure. Thank you, Bruno. Sawadee Cup. All the best, and see you soon. Huh?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All the best. Bye bye. Bye bye.